Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Stop your whining. Man left, man left. Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Under. Motion.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
Got it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Man, I got you. Check three. Let's go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe? Momentum, man.
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Watch tight end. Hey, we got 3 down.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Prescott from the gun. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now Austin. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
This is Elliott. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch out, watch out. Watch the safety creep.
On second down, it's Elliott. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Lucky. Check 37.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. Jones on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Double time, double time. Three down.
This is Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
We got three, fellas.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jones, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Jones. And this one complete to Smith. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Gallman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They come out here in the I.
Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bomber. Go. Get it.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Kill.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. A big run that time by Elliott. 49 yards on the ground.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Giants 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Hey, Delta.
In your face. 54. Come on. 54.
Ready?
From the gun, Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Intended that time for Cooper.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
My bad, guys. My bad. My bad, guys.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
54 Mike.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
54 Mike.
Here's Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Riley Dixon now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Check 50, check 50.
Here's Prescott. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Sponge, sponge, sponge.
Final play of the half. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 11 yards there, first down.
Come on, set.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chop it.
Now it's Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Get it.
Jones now operating from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the pass. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Shift. Slam, slam, slam.
They go to Elliott again. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. A give to Barkley out of the gun. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Again, it's Barkley, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Elliott. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Let him know. Check the backer, check the backer. Joker. Go to 54.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 51 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And the Giants first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Tight end right, tight end right. Hey, 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 you got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down.
Gallman will run it. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6.
Go, go. You must be dreaming.
Check Mike, hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Gain of 15. First down, New York.
Ready up.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Chris don't travel.
You got 3.
This is Gallman. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Check back.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing deep here for Coleman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Dancing to his left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Hey, 47.
Mike, check.
To throw again on second down. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. This to Jarwin. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Line 54. Curry. Five.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just outside his own goal line. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Dallas, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, what else is new? They fall again. That's now 10 straight losses to start the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles...